I'm going to read a poem that was based on a short story contained in a book written by Ian MacLaren, a Scotsman, a preacher. The name of the book, Days of Auld Lang Syne. It was a sort of sequel to another book that proved very popular at the time, around the turn of the century, and the name of that book was Beside the Bonnie Briar Bush. There's a character in both books by the name of Drumsheugh, and he's a fairly successful, tight-fisted farmer. And he finds ways to be of help to many people in this small highland village of Drumtochty, Drumtochty. I think it's a fictional village, but the characters that are in the stories pertaining to that village are very heartwarming. And there is a matter of faith and perseverance and community love in every one of those stories. Now, with respect to old Drumsheugh, the farmer, there is a chapter entitled Drumsheugh's Secret, and this brought me on to prepare a poem along the same lines. Entitled Drumsheugh's Secret. It's you, dear Margaret, all these years, and no man knows the tale. Septon, dearest Doc McClure, he swore he'd never tell. I played the fool long years ago when we were closely housed, and you so fair beyond compare, and I a timid mouse. And just to see the harvest come, and you take swaths beside, was all of autumn's golden warmth, and I near burst inside. But soon the news, your lease to lapse, and Willem Howe to wed. I roared a bit, the pain of it, and rathered I were dead. But life moves on, the moment gone, and you a wee bairn held, young Geordie Howe, a bright one too, who took the cloth anon, the pride of Domsey's little school, his Greek beyond compare, and no small joy I helped the boy with funds for college fare. A scholar come to your proud home, a secret lover pays. Dismiss the thought it ever brought me joy to pave his ways. And Willem, kindly Willem, tried without much luck at funds, and once near lost, until the cost, turning the page here, oh boy. Sorry about that. I'm having me troubles here getting just a single leaf to turn over in the blasted book. Oh, that's okay, babe. I'm just doing a tape. There we go. There we go. A distant cousin sends. 'Twas me, dear heart. You've guessed the whole. And put the clues in line. So long my bit to cover it, and dare not pout or pine. And folk would mock my bargains hard at Muirtown market days. A wifeless, cranky harvester who groans each time he pays. But pay I would 1,000 times to bring my love relief, and bear it all, and toe the line, yes, even in your grief when Geordie died. So young he was, and barely launched a pace. Of times I brought him bits and books, a smile back on his face. Your hand comes close, your clear eyes plead, your visit come to this. A yearning seems to beckon you to plant the forehead's kiss. But pity now, pity not. You've made a man who might have been a churl, who worked and saved and gossip braved to help his hallowed girl. I have enough, we know, we both, and short now run our days. We'll ken it all at heaven's call. The Lord proves all his ways. And there's a note here. Inspired by a most touching section of the Scots book, The Days of Auld Lang Syne, 1895, written by Ian MacLaren. My poem here is a tribute to his matchless, memorable fiction from a gentler era. A misunderstood farmer does all he can over the years to bless unrecognized the life and household of the only woman he ever loved, the one who married another man. Thanks for listening, folks.